Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
So check it out. The D6 Squad has merch now. We got hoodies, tees, mugs, whatever you need. Check it out. Link in the description. What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. So I haven't made much content about the playoffs this season. And it's mostly because those videos usually end up flopping. I'm trying to kind of expand a little bit. It's still going to be mostly Giants, Giants-centric channel, but I still want to cover other teams. And the playoffs has been kind of slow on my channel whenever I try to jump in. But I want to just give my opinion on what I think will happen in this year's Super Bowl, because I haven't really gotten to, get my video out in a solid, neutral, on my channel kind of opinion. I haven't really been able to do that. So first off, this is going to be hopefully a very entertaining game. You have two people who a lot of people think may end up being like 1 and 2, or two of the greatest quarterbacks that we've seen. And I mean, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves with Mahomes. We usually do, but I think he's going to be a great quarterback. He's already a great quarterback, and I think he's going to continue to be great for a number of years. But he's going against the absolute GOAT, the peak, the pinnacle of greatness. The winner of winners in all of sports to me. Bill Russell was playing in the 60s. Michael Jordan, he didn't really stay. He didn't get the 8 championships that we all thought he might be able to get. He didn't do it. It's not down in paper. Tom Brady has the chance to get to 7 Super Bowls. He has the chance to get to 7 Super Bowls while making 10 Super Bowls. He is he's a regular visitor in the AFC Championship or the NFC Championship. He's a regular person. I mean, this is his home. And it's only fitting that he's going to get a home game in a Super Bowl. If you play in 10, you deserve at least one home game in the Super Bowl. So Tom Brady is the GOAT, and I don't want you people to forget that. A lot of Giants fans, they're sending a lot of hate towards Tom. A lot of NFL fans hate the Patriots and hate Tom Brady. Well, listen, he's the undisputed GOAT at this point. It's not a debate. He's the undisputed GOAT. And the only way that you can bet against him is if something just goes horribly wrong. Which, the Giants games, the Tyree catch, the Gronk was injured that second time. Eli is a monster. Eli is unstoppable in the playoffs. That's what you need to beat Tom Brady. So my question is Mahomes the kind of guy? Because we know he's got the talent. We know he'll probably win other Super Bowls that don't involve being against Tom Brady. We know he's got the talent. We know how good he is. But is he the kind of quarterback that's going to be able to, first off, in a Super Bowl, Tom Brady's going to have a home game Super Bowl. He's going to have to go into Tampa, into their stadium, and beat Tom Brady in the biggest game of them all. Is he that kind of quarterback? I don't know, because we haven't seen him do it yet. But if anybody can do it, if anybody can be that guy who really breaks the curse, because when people look at Tom Brady losing in the Super Bowls, it was Nick Foles who caught lightning in a bottle, and it was Eli who caught lightning in a bottle twice, and Eli is deadly in the playoffs. So this would kind of be like the first kind of legit kind of non-weird kind of Super Bowl that he would end up losing. And I don't think he's going to lose. I'm just going to tell you, I don't think he's going to lose. Now let's really look at these matchups. The Buccaneers, they're not necessarily a good matchup for the Chiefs, but really who is? Especially when Sammy Watkins is questionable. I'm pretty sure Sammy Watkins will play. They said that he was a participant in practice, and that was like 2 days ago I looked at. They're obviously not going to have Eric Fisher. So that's a plus. This is going to be about the pass rush. And that's where it starts and finishes. This is going to be about the pass rush, and it's going to be about their ability to, even though they're going to get pressure, I just have that as a fact. They're going to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is going to run away from the pressure, if he has to run back 50 yards and complete passes. So the pressure doesn't really scare me if I'm rooting for the Chiefs. But once they get that pressure and once they may force some mistakes, does Carlton Davis, who got flamed, torched, torn apart by Tyreek Hill in that first quarter last time, can he step up? And since Jamel Dean is faster, is Jamel Dean the guy who takes Tyreek Hill? And do they try to guard Tyreek Hill with no safety over the top? I don't think that's a good idea. And Todd Bowles is not. He's just. I don't like that idea of trying to guard Tyreek Hill with no safety help over the top. The Bucs are by design very aggressive on offense, on defense. They like to send the blitz on defense and they like to take their shots on offense. But Todd Bowles made a horrible decision last time. So if he can't learn from that, then the Chiefs are going to run him out of the building. And when I say run him out of the building, I mean as far as on defense, because I have confidence that Tom can kind of shoot it out with them. And that brings you to the matchups on the Bucs offense. Now, Antonio Brown looks like he's coming back, and Antonio Brown is starting to look more and more like the Antonio Brown that was supposed to play for the Raiders and played for the Patriots last year in his limited time. And if you have that Antonio Brown, that brings that entire offense to the next level. He can be the intermediate guy. He can be the deep route guy. Mike Evans can be that deep route guy. Mike Evans can, he's a big body as far as being able to shield people off and make those tough catches. And he's a red zone monster. Mike Evans has been deadly in the red zone all year long. And then you throw in Chris Godwin. And then you throw in Scotty Miller. So, and then you throw in Gronk and a Super Bowl, which is a huge game. And they just have got weapons all over the place. They might have more weapons on paper than the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs have Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and everyone else is really just supporting cast. I mean, Sammy Watkins is there, but he's coming off of this injury. But it's going to be interesting to see how this Chiefs defense and how Steve Spagnuolo, the former Giants defensive coordinator who got Tom once, how they're going to game plan for this, because they're going to have to guard a lot of weapons. Last time they almost blew the game. The offense slowed down for the Chiefs, and the defense, started to kind of fold during the regular season when they played. But Spags is going to have a great game plan. I already know that. He's going to have a great game plan. You're not necessarily going to confuse Tom Brady, but you got to get pressure on him. And if they can't pressure Tom Brady, they have 0% chance of winning this game. I don't care who's playing quarterback for them. I don't care, what the mystique with Patrick Mahomes and all these offensive weapons. If you don't pressure Tom Brady in a Super Bowl, you're not winning that game. You just won't. Because, the football guys always make sure that Tom gets the ball last. And if you're not getting pressure on him, he's going to break your heart. He's going to break your heart, and he's going to score pretty much every time if he's not under pressure. So that is that is number one priority for them. Get pressure on Tom Brady, but, everybody knows that. Anybody would know that. So I'm looking for Tyrann Mathieu to step up. You just need your best defensive players to make those impact plays to change that game around, because this game seems like on paper this could be a shootout. But I think a shootout favors more the Chiefs than the Bucs. And that's me saying I think the Chiefs in a race can just pretty much just make anybody fatigued. They can make any other offense fatigued because they're going to continue to put up points, and they don't have to have these long drives to put up points. So the Chiefs pretty much win almost every shootout. With the Bucs, I think if the Bucs with JPP and Shaq Barrett and the defense that they have out there, if they're able to get pressure on Mahomes and Tom Brady's able to do his thing, if they can hold the Bucs to under 33 points, if they can hold the Chiefs, under 33 points, under 30 points, I think the Bucs have a really good chance. So if you made it this deep into the video, I'm calling you a D6 squad member. If you're a D6 squad member, you got to hit that subscribe button. You got to turn on that notification bell. And listen, I make all kinds of content for NFL teams. So if you're not a Giants fan, don't worry. I'll cover your team. If I'm not covering your team, let me know. And have a good one.